Welcome to the first No BS Game Guides Top 5 Heroes in Auto Gladiators. Every gladiator in this list seems to be most likely to get the first place or the second in the current meta. The order I choose to present them is totally random, and since nobody likes intros, let's begin. Starting with Mirana. Since Ward is the strongest sect in this game and Mirana needs only Ward to scale, Mirana made it in our list with flying colors. Mirana Ward build can only be countered by poison injury builds, strong ultimate builds, and the current health fury builds. Mirana is picking every single ward ability since the start of the game and usually getting a big win streak given on how strong wards are early in the game, which will lead you to the huge gold advantage. Pairing ward with fury is your best option, but you can really combine it with pretty much everything. The key cards of this build are both the gold ward abilities, Spirit Link and Twin Guardian, following by the most important purple ability Fearless Charge, and since I mentioned Fury as the best second sect, Flame Ward ability will provide you with tons of Fury stacks, which will lead to more ultimate casts, and if you combine it with Mortimer Kisses, you got yourself a nice DPS boost. I won't mention augments and items since they are fully RNG, but we can have a look at her talents. The first talent we pick at level 5 is plus 15 meteor damage, since it is a 50% damage boost. Second talent at level 10 you can go for plus 300 ward health to boost your Fearless Charge damage, or ward immune if you plan to combine it with Spirit Link, which will get your first ward back to its full health. For the third talent we will always pick ward effect proc. Moving on, but not going too far away, second in our list is Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden is another ward user, probably the strongest ward user, even if she doesn't even have ward as her recommended stats, which will make it a little bit harder to execute this build. We keep the same rules with the Mirana build that we discussed earlier, and we will only differ it by choosing Frost as a second sect. The key cards of this build are also both the gold ability cards from the ward sect, the Fearless Charge from the purple category, and from our secondary sect we will need Frost Ward, Arcane Frost, Pre-Battle Frost and Ice Blessing. Of course, core card abilities from the Frost tree are both great. The reason why she is the best ward user hides in her talent tree. Her first talent at level 5 will create an extra ward every time she casts her ultimate. For her second talent, sadly the description is not very clear, but if I have to take a guess, the 70% ISR damage interval will provide you with more damage, and the second option will provide you with some survivability. Combining this talent with Spirit Link will keep you alive for long periods of time, making it efficient to defend against some poison and injury type of builds. Lastly, for the third talent we go for Stun. If you find yourself stacking lots of frost on the enemies, you should pick this one, or else the -5 frost required for freezing field will deal more damage for you. Moving away from the ward builds, next in our list is of course Magnus. Magnus focusing only on picking health ability cards, praying for his key gold card ability to appear in the tray as soon as possible. The key ability card is none other than Life Break. Life Break will get almost every enemy at 50% HP at once or even more, and then you have to bet on your second sect to finish the job. The second best sect for this build is again Fury. Burning Body will provide Magnus with lots of fury, and it will make him able to cast his ultimate several times. Both his ultimate and life break passing through wards, making it a very strong counter. His biggest counter are health regen builds with lots of HP. These are some of the best abilities you should keep an eye on when you play Magnus. And finally, for his talents we go plus 25 shockwave damage at level 5, bonus attack speed based on his HP loss at level 10, and 25 stun chance at level 15. Omni Knight couldn't miss his place in this list since he is a character that can utilize many different sects. The best build for Omni Knight will be focused on his primary ability Regen, with key card abilities Natural Healing and Reign of Destiny. Naturally, you want to pick every single healing ability card until you reach 40 points on Regen. For the second sect, I don't know if I can point you into one of the other categories, but the safe bet would be Health, since it can be matched with the Health Regen to make you immortal and count on his ultimate for damage. And moving on his talent tree, we go for plus 4% Hammer of Purity, Regen and damage because it is our only true source of damage, -1 Purification cooldown for level 10, and we make Hammer of Purity restore health based on the damage dealt, at level 15. This build is countered by strong burst builds, strong stun build like Frostbite Burst, and execution regen builds like Necrophos. Our last pick for this list is going to be Rikki. To be more precise, the injury evasion build Rikki. The secret behind this build that brought Rikki to our top 5 list is that he can use his main stat evasion to defend himself, and while doing so he can stack lots of injury onto the enemy to then proc them with his reflect abilities. The key cards for this build to do so are Formless Wound, Alacrity Boost, Unseen Counter Attack, and of course Holy Reflection. Many more ability cards enhance this build even more, like Wrath of Thunder for more damage and Refraction with Spider Sense for more defense. For talents, I like to use plus 5 evasion for level 5, minus 1 evasion to backstab for more damage at level 10, and invulnerability proc for level 15. And that's it for today's video. Of course, leave a comment with your own ideal top 5 gladiators or even your specific overpowered character build that should have made it in our list. Follow Nobsgameguides for more relevant content and see you on the next video.